Hey guys, welcome to Peak Athletes Skill Accessory Program. I'm going to go over the first week with you just to make sure you know the ebbs and flows of this first week. So on day one, we're going to do a 5-minute chest to bar AMRAP test to see where your chest to bar capacity is. You're going to go up the ladder from 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up until 10 unbroken chest to bar. So this AMRAP is just solely chest to bar. You'll do 1 chest to bar, drop, rest as needed, 2 unbroken, drop, 3 unbroken, and so forth until you get all the way to the 10. If you get all the way up to that 10 mark, then you will start over on the 5-minute AMRAP and go back to 1 and work your way through the ladder again. Let's just say you go to the 7th set, so 7 unbroken chest to bar, and you only get 5. That set does not count towards the ladder. You have to do the unbroken set that is prescribed for the next set for it to count towards that AMRAP. Then part B, you will go to feet elevated ring row, 3 by 10 to 12, keeping your body super straight, your abs on, pulling up to your chest and down, keeping a nice hollow position as you pull. We're just trying to strengthen those lats and shoulders to get you nice and strong for all of the gymnastics. Then part C, you'll do 1 set of all the shoulder banded pulls to also reinforce all those shoulder positions. Then you will finish with 4 sets of 40 seconds of a super tight hollow hold. So you will put your feet together, pointed towards the opposite wall, arms overhead, reaching and trying to activate that core and keeping super intentional work here so that you can translate it over into your gymnastics pieces in a Metcon. Then day 2, we will do a kind of the same thing, but an AMRAP with handstand push-ups. So this is a test. So we are going to do 5 minutes of strict handstand push-ups, then rest 5 minutes, and then 5-minute AMRAP of kipping handstand push-ups. So the first 5 minutes is strict, resting 5, and then you'll do an AMRAP of kipping. The only standard for this is that your hands have to be inside that 36 by 24 inch box. So it'll be 36 inches wide, and then coming off the wall, it'll be 24 inches coming off the wall. Then you'll go into a superset of single arm dumbbell bench press, 3 by 8 per side at a 3-1-x1 tempo. So you have the single arm bench, you'll bring it down for 3 seconds, hold, and explode up. That'll be 1 rep. You're gonna do 8 per side. Resting 90 seconds, then going to a dumbbell frontal raise, so both arms, you will raise them up and down for 12 reps, and then going back to the single arm dumbbell bench press for 8 per side and doing that whole sequence 3 times. Then you're gonna do some upper back mobility work with some seated T-spine rotations. Make sure to watch the video for that so you know how to do it. Then on day 3, we're going to continue with this testing sequence and test our strict muscle ups. You're going to take 2 to 3 attempts to establish a max unbroken set. Make sure to rest well between attempts so that you can truly find that max set. If you get it in 1 set, perfectly fine, but you do have 2 to 3 attempts. Same concept for the kipping ring muscle ups. 2 to 3 attempts, rest as needed, and we will be retesting these sometime in the future. So make sure to establish that baseline so you know your progress in the next couple weeks. Then same thing with the testing. We are going to do a double under test, 6-minute clock, a buy-in of 100-foot bear crawl. So you will do 25 foot segments. So you will go down and back 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4 for 100 feet. And then in the time remaining of that 6 minutes, you will do an AMRAP of double unders. Doesn't matter what your sets are, it's just total double unders in the rest of the time. That's just to work on some shoulder fatigue into the double unders so we're not just training the jump rope by itself. Then you will just finish off with some back calf foam roll and some perennial calf foam roll as well to keep those lower limbs and your feet nice and strong and healthy so you can keep on running and jumping and doing all the things to get better at CrossFit. Then day 4 will be a simple rest day. Day 5 will be a death by bar muscle up test. So you will do 1 bar muscle up on minute 1, 2 on minute 2, 3 on minute 3, so on and so forth until you cannot complete that set of reps in that minute. After that, you will do a toe to bar test of 15 sets of 5 unbroken toes to bar, resting as needed between each set. So it is for time. The only way that you can speed up, as you have to do sets of 5, is your movement speed and the rest in between each set. So you can't do any more than 5 and you can't do any less than 5 unbroken. The intention is to be is to test the repeatability of your toes to bar and that ab strength, because that's what we need in the open and for all the Metcons. Then you will do an EMOM of pistols, just 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off for 5 minutes. The score is total number of pistols completed in those 5 sets of 30 seconds. So make sure to write down your score for that. Then you will end with some foam rolling your IT band on the side of the leg and some single leg box step downs for some mobility and prehab work for your knees and hips to stay strong and healthy. Then the last day will be handstand walking. We haven't really handstand walked a lot in classes because of just the spacing. So we will just start off this first week with 10 to 15 minutes of handstand walking play based on your ability. So you will do either a handstand walk to the wall, so starting and kicking up into the wall and walking your hands towards it, or you will just practice handstand walking, or you will practice handstand walking 5 feet at a time, unbroken. So you have to do 5 foot sections, just like in the open. Or you can play around with some handstand max distance unbroken walks just to see how far you can go. Next will just be a 15-minute AMRAP of quality for truly strict pull-ups and strict ring dips. We don't want to be kipping around on those, so make sure to keep those really quality reps. Same thing with the lateral hollow raises and the kettlebell strict press, and then practicing rebounding on the box at the end of that set for the AMRAP. And then ending the week with some half GHD sit-ups at a 3-1-3-1 tempo. So you will lower yourself down for 3 seconds, hold at parallel with the floor for 1, come up 3, hold. So you'll just keep going down and up 8 to 10 times at that tempo for 3 sets, resting 2 minutes in between each set. Then you will rest on day 7 and to get stronger and ready for week 2. Good luck, guys.